Hey everybody, Jim here again from the Pain PT. And today I'm going to do a follow-up to yesterday's video if you haven't seen it yet, that challenging your fear is more important than calming your fear down. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll go ahead and link it in today's video. But I wanted to follow up because just recently, literally as I was recording that, I got a message from an old patient of mine who has had a flare up, and he's given me permission to share that with you guys. And I want to show this to you today as a real life example of what I'm talking about with challenging your fear and how important that is. So let me go ahead and read this to you guys. You guys can take this in so you can see the understanding here. Okay, so this person sends a message to me and it says, I'm having a lower back flare up. Slightly different direction than normal, but no major injury that would suggest 5 days of being flat on my back, which is what it's been. Yesterday, I was trying to grab my mind, body power, and see if I could will my way past it, but there's a lot of fear and PTSD. It's really hard to look past electric bolt level back spasms. So that's what this person was having, these really strong electric bolt level back spasms, and flat on his back for 5 days not being able to do anything. So that's sort of a shutdown mode, right? Didn't have any major injury that he's aware of. Um, Again, a lot of fear and PTSD, he says. So I'm taking this information in. I know this person, and my response to them is it sounds like fear, electric bolt spasms, and shocks. Sounds like fear symptoms to me. I've had similar type of symptoms as well. You got to face them. You know the answer to this is get up and get moving as best you can and challenge it to break down the fear. You can go deeper and see what maybe spiked it and whatever your fear is about, what you need to face, and face that and accept that. You can get out of this. I've seen you do it before. It sounds like you just got hit with another fear spike in your body. So, from his information and what he said there, and I could surmise that it sounded like fear symptoms to me, electric bolt, like back spasms. That sounds like fear. And again, it shut him down. That's fear. Put him into a shutdown mode. And he even mentioned fear and PTSD, and he's had a history of some of that coming up. So my opinion was no injury. He's been flat on his back for 5 days. This is about fear. And I said, okay, what do we do? And I gave him the answer there, the same answer I mentioned in the video yesterday, that you got to challenge us. Let's get up and face this thing. And he says, this is what he says. He says, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Now I need to summon the courage. I like your recent post about using anger. So everybody, courage now. I'm going to talk about this another day, but I mentioned this to people I work with. The first step to getting over your fear when you challenge it is to summon the courage. Okay, the confidence comes later. The confidence doesn't come right away. The confidence comes after you've summoned the courage to face and challenge your fear. So this person goes on and says, now I need to summon the courage. One last thing, and you know how the mind tries to find a nugget, but this is the first time in 15 years of back episodes that the pain has been waking me up at night. So again, this is something new now, right? It's a new twist in the symptom. In all the other episodes, I was at least able to sleep, which made me think that it's much more about mind than physical. Now I can't go 30 to 45 minutes without having to move. And even from a dead sleep, I'm being hit with those electric shocks. Now, I want to let you all know that the symptoms can mold, morph, and change in a bit over time, meaning they need to have an impact on you. And if it's fear, it's going to have to scare you in some way. It's going to have to do something to make you become afraid, right? So this particular person had gotten over most of the other symptoms and had some familiarity with them and was more comfortable with them. So the fear has to say, you know what, I got to give him something different here because otherwise he's not going to be scared, which is the message I'm trying to send him. So he got these super strong electric bolt like back spasms. They were a little bit different. He's not sleeping now. It's keeping me up at night. That's different. So that's in his mind, probably worrying him. Uh, and again, got in his head a little bit more. So I said to him, yeah, it can switch like that and be a bit different because it's trying to scare you. That's the whole point of the symptoms with fear. And that happens to many people. As long as you know you didn't do anything physical, then you got to go with this being mind body since you have such a history with it. Okay. And then he responds, thanks so much for your help yesterday. I hated reading it. So this was the next day, right? This is literally just the next day after I sent this woman back and forth. Again, worked with this person before, so very familiar with this work. Thanks so much for your help yesterday. I hated reading it. It's like telling a person with a panic attack, just stop panicking. Ha 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 ha. Right? Nonetheless, I got pissed and started pushing back. Okay, so again, he used the word pushing. I don't necessarily use that word, but he started the challenge. That's the what I'm getting. He started the challenge. I got pissed. Now remember, I did another short video, YouTube short. Check it out. How you can use anger against fear. Listen to this. I got pissed and I started pushing back. I'm about 75% better. I went to my PT and I said, instead of trying to help my symptoms, try to disprove that there's any biomechanical problems to give my mind more confidence. Again, I'm reading to you. This is real time stuff. We're going back and forth. You can see in the words here. Well, first of all, 75% better in basically a day since I spoke to him. Absolutely neuroplastic. We already knew that. I knew that. But it shows you when you can challenge the fear and you can get tough with it and channel that anger into the resolve and determination and courage to face that fear strongly, boom, down it went. And there you go. And then what did that do? Gave him some confidence, right? That's the next thing you're going to get is that you get confidence when you can do that and see that. Some of you are going to have to continue to have the courage and continue to face it, and it will go down over time. But sometimes it can switch quite quickly and radically, like it did here. But his mindset was right now. He's like, hey, I want my PT not to treat these symptoms anymore. I want the PT to tell me that I'm all right. Right. So he's on board now. He's like, okay, to give my mind more confidence. Confidence kills fear, right? Confidence is going to kill the fear. Now, today, it's like we know the war is over, he says, but we haven't agreed on the terms of surrender. My mind is still holding tension and I'm struggling with the things intermittently, but we know where this is going, smiley face. Okay, so he's on board now. He's seeing the shift. He's like, yep, this is the same thing as before. I know where this is going, I mean it's gonna go away. He still got some intermittent tension and tightness there that's hanging on, but he put a huge dent in it, 75% better in a day. Okay. So I just wanted to share this with you all today as a real life example thread that just happened a few days ago. And it just kind of happened right around when I dropped that video about challenging your fear, not just calming down. Now, again, this particular person was trying to calm down, was lying on the floor, trying to relax. Okay, this back pain, trying to get settled. It's not settling. 5 straight days on his back. What got him out of it was, let's go. Let's channel this anger against the fear. There's nothing wrong with me. This is fear. Let's do it. Let's get after it. Let's confront, challenge, face the fear, which is what he did. He broke the fear. Boom. 75% improvement in one day is pretty awesome. Again, he's going to probably have to do a little more. I'll follow up with him again to see how he's doing. But he got hit with a fear spike. He got hit with these fear symptoms. And just the nature of those symptoms sounded like fear to me. The way he's describing it sounds like fear. There was no mechanical injury, but it can put you flat on your back. So that fear put him in a state of freeze, shut down. Electric shocks are there that meant to scare him. Don't move. Maybe I'll tense, tighten up and guard and protect more. No, you're stuck. So everybody, take from this real life example, and I've got many more of people getting better by challenging their fear, not just calming down. Like I said before, you're not likely to be able to calm down completely before you challenge your fear. And in fact, calming down by itself might keep you stuck. You need to challenge that fear because that's what teaches your brain it's safe, you're okay, you can get back to the things that you're fearing or believing are dangerous or threatening. Thank you so much, everybody. If you do want help, support on your journey, you need some help with getting over your own fear, please reach out. I really love the work with this area of mind body medicine, especially with fear. You can find me at the Pain PT. If you like the video, give it a like. It spreads the word. More people can learn about these symptoms. People don't understand this. They just still think everything is physical. It's not, as you guys know here. So keep on keeping on, everybody, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.